Jolo sul 5 minuti wa tene le tula iva le chanchu chemi lungo le chanchu wala leo wal fitu chesi balima. Just as promised, guys, we have none other than our girl Haylani pro Kuruppu in the studio. Lenita, good morning, Haylani.
Good morning, Tayamanuia Samoa. Hello, Sepa.
It's good to have you here finally.
Yes, finally, after 2 years.
After 2 years of few kurikuri. It's good to have you here, honestly.
Thank you for having me.
After being the Miss Samoa, Miss Global, it's good to have you here.
Good to be here.
How does it feel to be back home?
Feels amazing.
Yeah.
Feels so good to see everyone and the hype still up.
Yep.
Also, just good to see the familiar faces. Being in Cambodia and Vietnam for too long, I'm a bit lonely.
Yeah.
No, there's no one there.
No one.
Actually, on the final night, on the coronation, there was only 2 Samoans there.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember. Shout out to Sina and Tevita for holding those flags, 685 flags for me on that coronation night. But that was it. No Samoans in the air.
But you could hear, I remember watching the video, you could hear the Chusua.
Yeah, yes,
yes.
yes.
Oh, yeah, we're there.
Yes, they were there, loud and clear.
But you know, Le Tauvanga, and can you tell us a little bit more about being over there in Cambodia and tell us your experience?
Yeah, so my experience was absolutely surreal being Samoan for the first time on the Miss Global stage. It was a grand opportunity. But honestly, when I got there, it was only Australia and New Zealand that only knew about Samoa.
Yeah.
All the 68 other countries had no idea where Samoa was. So I would have to try explain to them where Samoa was by either pointing on my map on my phone. I screenshotted the Pacific Islands and I showed them on the map. Or it was either saying like, do you know where Moana's from? Do you know where The Rock is from? Do you know where Aquaman's from? Or Paris Gobel, the dancer. And that was to help them understand where to locate Samoa on the map.
Yes.
So going there, it was actually such an amazing opportunity to be able to share my culture, my traditions, and also where exactly we are on the map. But most of all, I think as well, carrying the say, I think that was a big highlight.
Really stood out.
Yeah, the say really stood out. And the girls actually don't call this a flower, they call it say as well. So they're like, where's Samoa? Where's your say? Where's your say? Or can I have your say? So I think as well, having the say as a representation of Samoa, it really helped, people wanting to know more about our country, more about who we are. So it was honestly just such a great opportunity, and shout out to Vote for Samoa for being the backbone of it all.
That's right.
And all the sponsorships that helped me get there. Honestly, they made this journey so much more memorable, and that is the only reason why I'm on the top 5 or top 2 because of them. So
you had a great team, huh?
Really good team. Yeah. Best team.
Best team ever.
Best team ever.
But I was talking with Haylani, I was talking with yourself off air. And you were saying, it's a way how they see beauty.
Yeah.
Like the
beauty standard is very different.
Very different.
So in Asia, obviously the beauty standard is a lot different. They have a lot more white makeup as well as their size 2 or even less. As to me, I just made it to size 8. So one of the goals for me preparing for the pageant was losing weight. Yeah. And so not too much. Obviously, you don't want to look too sick as well. You still are a representation of our people, so we want to still look a bit more meaty, you know? So a part of my training for my journey was to do a lot of cardio training as well as dieting, fasting. So that was my goal, and I was able to hit it. I know that even when I went there, they still said I was a bit too chubby, but girl, we made top 2, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, but that's very interesting. Okay, they thought you were a little bit like you. But I was thinking, but that's crazy. Because
that's what I thought too. But
I'm so sorry, but no.
Yeah, like I was the second biggest girl there. Like it was Serbia. She was a size 12, and then it was me, size 8, and then the rest was size 2 under.
Oh wow!
So I was the second biggest, and here in Samoa, I'm actually very skinny
very
for
small,
Samoa. Yeah, exactly. So it's just so crazy how beauty standards change on different sides of the world. But, it is what it is. Yeah.
Well, since we're talking about all the different countries and the girls, you made any new friends from the competition?
Yes, it's crazy. A couple of my best friends is Miss Puerto Rico, the girl that came first. Yep. And my other best friend was Miss Thailand.
Yeah.
And I'm between both of them. So it was first Puerto Rico, me, and then Thailand. So
nice.
my two best friends made it to top 3. So I'm so excited to see them. And also, so many of the girls want to come to Samoa.
Yeah.
They either want to experience the life and they experience the beaches and all the sceneries. But the girls love it. I was just showing them pictures of Tosua, Piula, all of it, and now they want to come here. So, yes.
Oh, that's good.
Doing my tourism work as well.
Skiing is still on the clock. Off time, all the time, still working.
Yes.
But there's a video that I was watching. Can you explain to us what you meant, like you prefer Filipino boys over Samoan, you know?
Yeah, that was a joke. Oh my goodness.
No, because I was earlier I was saying, if you guys have any questions, send my love CD. And then somebody said, why doesn't Haylani love the Samoan boys?
No, it was funny. It was we just won, and we went to the beach the next day. And Miss Philippines was like, "Oh, you need to come here. You need to come here. You need to experience the men here." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, that's nice.
And me and Thailand were like, "Okay," we're just laughing and mucking around with the girls. But I feel like my experience in Philippines preparing for the Miss Global and then seeing more Filipinos over there doing our hair and makeup, I just feel like they're just exactly like Samoans. They're so humble. They have the exact same humor as us. Laugh at silly things. So they're very similar. So that's why I really like them.
Just like our friend, he was making a lot of waves on social media.
Cliffy.
OMG.
Yeah, he is because he came with Shane for that first trip when they came. So he was the photographer and videographer. So he felt the exact same way as me. He loved the people here. It was exactly like Manila, where he's from. And so Cliffy would be so funny. I'd be like, Cliffy, 20 minutes live. So he loves Samoan, he loved the people, and he loved the supporters on. And I think as well, because he's single, he wants to make the most of that. So
he's looking for a Samoan man
like,
too?
I think so. I don't know, Samoan man or Samoan woman, we don't know. But he was so supportive throughout. It was crazy. He always wanted to do a live with me. And he even pushed away Philippines, his own country, and he put the time and effort because I think the supporters just loved him. So every time he'd be on live, he'd be like, Lani, they always ask for you and I have to run around looking for you.
Always see the Samoan flag.
Yeah, that's it. He's like, I always see Samoan and they always speaking in Samoan and I don't know what to say. But it'll be the rude things that Samoan would say. But he loves our country and he's so looking forward to come here. So,
That's right, guys.
We have to host him.
Oh, definitely. Kung may nung Eyespy. So, ako masangko ulway ila Eyespy. So, the kickoff of our talkback this morning was Haylani. Haylani pro Kuruppu. Miss Samoa Global. Is it Miss Samoa Global or Miss Global Samoa?
Miss Global Samoa.
Miss Global Samoa, that's the one. This morning, and we're putting out an interview talking about her experience. Off air, we were talking about the food and the kind of food you have to eat there. You're just saying,
yes, correct. That was all eating, and then would try to stay up by having energy drinks and lots of coffee. Yes, just to stay up because rehearsals were all night, 2 hours. Rest and then get up ready for the next day, or we'll meet sponsors, or we'll be traveling on a bus 9 hours all the way to Cambodia or vice versa to Vietnam.
Hello. That's how you guys travel 9 hours?
Yeah, 9 hours on the bus.
Hello.
Yeah.
That's literally almost Auckland to Wellington.
Yeah.
With a few stops along the way.
There you go. Yeah, so it's like we're doing like a road trip with all 70 girls, so 2 buses. I know, right?
Must have been fun.
Very fun.
Best day of my life. But you were telling us, you're really happy to be home and catching up on sleep because you find New Year.
Yes, I spent New Year's at Singapore Airport.
Yeah.
So for the second time, not with my family, second year. Yeah. But honestly, it was all worth it in the end. The result and everything like that, and just the people behind me, and having family and friends contacting me. It felt nothing. Yeah. Felt like home. It's okay.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
But preparing for going to the pageant. Mentally, did you have any challenges? Because you always seem so happy and to be happy in the moment, but did you have any challenges?
So was I really happy? Is that the question?
Yes. How broken and lonely were you?
The preparation, it was first physical, as I said, it was the weight loss, because that was the first thing. That was when I went to Philippines. That was the thing that they said was, you need to try to lose 10 kilos. And I said it on all media platforms. And when I had interviews, it was, had to lose 10 plus kilos. Yeah. I think mentally it was more just trying to focus on focused on the pageant and being focused on my purpose, why I'm there. And I think that's what helped me get through. And this might sound cliche or whatnot, but honestly, putting Heavenly Father first as well. I think that if you put God first, everything falls into place. So I really believe that if you sort that place out, putting Heavenly Father first, and then also mentally being reminded of the purpose why you're there is to be an example for future Samoan women.
That's right.
And then also physically making sure you're physically happy with your body. And I'm always content with my body, but because it was requested to lose 10 kilos, so I'm happy as well, because if that's what it makes to get that far on stage, I'll do anything. So yeah,
that's a really nice answer.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the question.
And thank you very much, Miss Global Samoa. But, you know, I really love your attitude going into the competition. Makamaka videos. Lenga whaile kou wanga siva. You won the dance battle. I was like, let's go.
Yeah, so we had after the fashion show, we had a dance battle between all the girls.
Yeah.
And then obviously me coming from a contemporary background, I pulled the splits and then I won the prize. And so that's how you get Samoa's name on top, higher and higher, you know?
That's how you get recognized.
That's exactly right. So I won that dance competition. And I think the prize was a $500 US tequila bottle.
Oh, nice.
So then I gave it to the girls. Yeah, so I gave it to them. I was like, yeah, this is the prize. This is behalf on Samoa. So
that's nice.
Yeah.
One of the other things I loved is when you tagged the marina. Look at Makamaka video and you're like, and you take the Edge Marina Bar. I was like, oh.
It was a moment of if you know, you know, I guess.
Know, you know. If you've been there, you've been there.
So yeah, just for my Samoan viewers on Instagram. So that was just a little laugh. So.
But your attitude, Lenga, you going into the competition, or if you feel you're bringing that ulavalness. You're like, you're being yourself. You're being
myself.
Samoan.
I know.
Putting yourself out there.
Yeah, and honestly, I'll say this right now. That's what made me on the top. I'll say this, like, even speaking to the CEO of the global organization, they said we want authenticity. Yeah. We don't want you to put on a fake face, or we don't want you to be able to put on this facade, right? So obviously, my personality, yes, there's times to turn on and times to turn off, but I think bringing that whole friendliness and the vibes are on and the energy's on. That's such a Samoan spirit. So you have to bring that, because that's what made me different to the other girls. Like if you were following me throughout the journey, I went to the zoo.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I'm such a no fefe girl. Like so they'd always say, Samoa, you hold the bird first. Because the parrot would come on out my hand. And so they'd always say like, Samoa will do it. You go do it, Samoa. And then we'll go afterwards. So I was like, yeah, okay la. Yeah, so I'll just go on and you know, just be the first one to do things, first one to speak, because I'm not shy.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the global organization really wanted, that personality, that person that, you know, is not to shy away from things, is that always to, you know, if she has something to say or she has a voice, she'll say it. Yeah. And I think that's exactly what they were looking for. And I'll honestly say this right now, like being yourself, like that's so cliche as well, but that's how you be seen, and that's how people see you. And that's also, you also got to remember that seeing these 68 girls and they've never met a Samoan, you're also the first representative. And so you're the first impression of your country.
That's right.
And so if you're friendly, if you're warm-hearted, if you're funny, they're always going to remember that characteristic, right? And so I'll always know that these girls will always remember Samoan to be funny, to be, you know, warm-hearted. So I've left that mark on them, and that was a goal from the start. So I'm really proud of that as well.
Well, since Lewa your first runner-up of Miss Global, Samoa Miss Global. Yes. You're now literally part of the organization.
Yes. So being a part of the organization, which was a shock to me, because I thought that becoming runners-up, you just go home and go back to work.
Back to reality.
Back to reality. But actually, with this organization, the first runner-up and the Miss Global herself actually do traveling and do service together. I'm going to India next month, and then also mid-year I'm going to Thailand, and then they also pay for my accommodation and my flights to crown the next girl. So they need me at the next destination.
So cool.
I know. So this is just great. More better opportunities to also promote our country. You know, like going there and saying that I'm from Samoa and what's Samoa all about. I have the answers, and so this is a great opportunity for tourism as well.
That's right. And I saw that we were talking about it when we met up at Ole Tamisina for the homecoming, and like what's next for you, because you were given a lot of opportunities. A lot of people and businesses approached you. while you were there, Bollywood, modeling agencies?
Yes. So, and this is why I encourage girls to really be fearless and to be bold, because these opportunities, yes, it might be daunting at first, but it gets you to places that maybe no other Samoan has been. And especially for women, this is and this is the whole purpose why I went there. I wanted to be that gateway to be able to open up doors for future women and to be able to, we can also go on international pageants. We can also be on that international stage, and also being consistent every year. Like we always see it once in a blue moon. Yeah, like let's have it consistent. And so that was the whole purpose of me going. Yeah. And just like, and just the result, it was, I was approached by Bollywood, Italy international agencies, Miss Earth, Miss Eco, Europe Intercontinentals, all these different pageants. But see, like going out there, you open doors and opportunities. So.
Just putting yourself out there.
Yeah, exactly. And so this is the reward, I guess. And so even like my Bollywood, I would never be approached if I wasn't hustling. I think I look Bollywood on stage, I don't know. But see, even that, like such great opportunities. And even when you go further, like, you're also representing Samoa. So seeing a Samoan girl in Bollywood, where do you ever see that? Or where do you ever see Samoans do modeling in Italy? So it's just a great way to also be proud of where you are and be a great representation of who we are and what our people are. Yeah.
Oh, mala. That's right, guys. Our interview this morning with our girl Haylani. Le wa fa minuti wa che nele tu lan se fulu. Le wa o mai foi fai unga le chantu chok back mo le nei tau. I got a couple more questions before we finish off for today. I was just finding out that during this whole time, Mankua, every competition, every Kauvanga pageant, le chaperona, you have yourself a team with you, like on the ground at all times. But this one, it was just you. Yeah. And all the people were from overseas. Yeah.
Going there to Vietnam and Cambodia, one of the requirements is that you have no team, you have no makeup team, you have no hair artist. And so every girl was alone. So everyone, we had to hold our own luggages, our 3-4 luggages. Yeah. And it was done all on your own. So even when it came to like my traditional wear, to help me put on the outfit, it was literally 2 minutes to get on and off. And so even though Vietnamese don't know, I just said, just brush it out, make it look nice. And on stage, we have to, it's all on time. And so people have to be mindful as well that it wasn't perfect, but hey, I gave it the best. And we don't have Samoans there to really be, perfectionists and doing everything the right way. So, yeah.
But running on stage with high heels. Oh
yes.
My gosh. How hard was that?
Professional, right?
Professional runner.
It was funny actually. The Miss Global organization, when I was doing my rehearsal, I took off my shoes and I said, in my culture, we don't wear high heels. So when I went there, they were like, oh, but Samoa, you need to put high heels because you need to look thin and you need to look tall on stage. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, all right, fine. And then so I ended up putting on heels, and so I had to like run, and I had to fall like in my heels, and I was like, oh my gosh, am I gonna fall forward, or like because of the weight of the kuinga, so it was definitely a challenge. But we made it look good, and it all comes down to confidence and presentation. And it was so funny, actually, like on the stage, my dance is quite long, right? Compared to all the other girls, if you notice. And on the bottom there, they were like, Samoa, get off the stage now. Scotland's coming in. And all I'm doing, I'm just like doing my step. I'm just dancing, and I'm just like taking my time. In our culture, we don't rush, so I'm gonna take my time. But it's just funny, like being there and just being yelled at, but I'm still finishing off our culture, our dance, right, and our traditional way, making the most of how beautiful our traditional way is. So,
I loved it. It was really nice.
Yes, it was. Shout out to Manaya Events, Jerry Brunt, for making that one. Yeah.
And you involved for Afa Alu.
Yeah, so Afa Alu was made the evening gown. Yeah. So the evening gown, but because I kept losing weight, the evening gown actually couldn't fit me on the last. So I had to, a Vietnamese designer actually approached me for the golden green dress. I don't know if you remember. Yeah, for that one. And that fitted me really well. So shout out to Afa Alu. I'm so sorry that I couldn't wear a dress. I was just getting too skinny.
Well, thank you very much for being here today, Haylani. It's really nice interviewing you and, getting to know all the things that behind the scenes. Exactly. I may say because everyone's a judge and
jump to conclusion
and fight but Elelea, we talk about it and let them know, the competition's not easy.
Yeah.
And you made it through and you've done us all proud.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Yeah. I like that because I think people need to understand that in backstage, it's so hectic.
Yeah.
You have no time to even think. You just put on the clothes, get out.
Yeah.
And then you're getting yelled at. There's so much music and there's so much, so much pressure as well. You're representing a nation as well. And people need to remember that we're only like 23-year-old, 25-year-old girls. And people need to remember that, we are here trying to do our best for our nations.
Yeah.
And so that's very important that we put in 100% of our effort.
Was there something wrong with the sound or was it just too little kili? There was a bit of confusion. Kalo Faini,
Bahamas, Somalia. So the actual backstory for that is that when the audience, it's because you've got Philippines, you've got Vietnam, you've got Malaysia, and they all had this rattling toy. I don't know, like
they did that thing.
Yeah, it's like I think you do it at sports stadium, but it was so loud, them screaming all the time, and then you've got like just the sound system was actually projecting outwards. So all of us girls on the stage, we could not hear anything. So when they hear the name, you kind of got to look around, looking from the eye contact from the host. What did you say? And you also don't want to be a fear boko walking forward, and it's not your name. So
it happened twice.
I know. And so Bahamas, when she walked with the confidence, I love the confidence, girl. But there was no ill intentions behind it. I know her. We were really good friends. And even with Somalia, same thing. They had no bad intentions. They just generally could not hear.
Yeah.
But they ruined my shine, so I don't know. Like, no.
Get out of my way.
Nah, I'm joking. But it was all good. I think it was just a funny thing for Samoa to also hear as well.
Yeah.
And now everyone's making a mockery of Bahamas, so kalau fai skiing. But yeah, it was good. It was all right in the end.
Well, we've come to the end of our show. Haylani, is there anything else you'd like to say to all your supporters, all your sponsors, and all our young future pageant attenders? Or
Yeah, I think as I said, and I've written this in my book, my children's book, is to be bold, to be fearless, and to know that being different is beautiful. And like even when I went there and I was called bigger, don't let it faze you. Like at the end of the day, look at where I'm at now. I was the second biggest, but I made top 2. So really, like, I hope my actions can really be a great example for the girls in Samoa. Not even just in Samoa, but the Samoans in New Zealand, Australia, America, exactly. And know that this gateway was purposely made for use. I hope that I was able to open that door and you've seen the outcome of my work, and I've been able to see so many opportunities from this, and it's available for any girl. And honestly, like finishing this off is do everything with confidence. You can. I was just telling Eyespy Radio beforehand. You could be wearing the most ugliest outfit, or you could be having the most worst day. You're looking like a mess, but if you rock it with confidence and you walk there with your head held high, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So even with girls who are looking forward to being Miss Global, Miss Samoa Global, or to being Miss Samoa, please message me. I'm just Instagram, Facebook. I please don't hesitate. So I guess that's my message for everyone. So thank you so much, Samoa. Thank you for voting. That's not cheap to vote in USD. And also staying up so early to watch. I think that was the greatest thing for me to hear. Everyone was saying, I came to work late because your video, and it was just so like, it warms your heart when you know that people are watching and staying up. And also putting in money and sharing and liking and commenting.
That's right.
I think the support from Samoa, like every nation knows where Samoa is now. Like I'll tell you this right now. I went in as an ordinary woman and I came out as an extraordinary woman. And I'll say that, and every girl has that chance, especially every Samoan girl has the opportunity to be like that. So thank you, Samoa. Thank you, Vodafone Samoa. Thank you to all my sponsors. Thank you, Sefa, as well, for being funny and putting a smile every morning while people are driving or either at work. So I really appreciate everyone's effort whilst I was out there, because I could really feel the love from Cambodia and Vietnam. So thank you.
That's right, guys. None other than our girl in this morning, Miss Global Samoa Haylani Kuruppu, and her interview Mulinatao. If you're just tuning in, you missed out. Don't worry, we're going to be posting the video sometime next year. I'm looking at Lars' face like, yep, fakari say mga edits. But thank you, Haylani. All the best for today.
Thank you.
And all the best heading back home this coming Sunday.
Thank you.
Well, we come to the end of the show. Yeah, manuia love fufuanga mo lea solulu. Remember, drive safe and be safe out there. This is the Take It Easy Morning Show signing off for today. It's all far so far.